So we had the launch of the Artemis 2. I was at work. It's a relevant event for my workplace. Meanwhile, me, my technical lead, this sub-project lead that I'm working under, we're having an argument over, not even an argument, having a lengthy discussion about MMPDS in relation to some parts we have to make. Yeah. How high do I have to boost the volume on my iPad for you to hear it through the Shure mic? Yeah, you're not hearing anything. You couldn't hear any of that, so. I should probably do a speech check and actually, I don't know. Maybe I could make an MP3 out of me doing a specific speech. Give that speech to Grok, then give him an MP3 file and say, all right, how's my mic doing? Can you analyze this shit for me? There's got to be some AI bot out there can auto-tune my, let me look at it. Let me look this up. Let me open up a Brave browser. What do we even got here? Nope, that's Onshape. What the fuck is this? This is better than nothing to start with. I have another browser. Nope. Ah, screw that one. We're going with this one. Rock. Let's see here. So let me put this. So we got something called Alphonic. Highly recommended for your use case. Free 2 hours of audio processing per month. No credit card needed to start. Upload MP3. It uses AI to analyze and apply voice auto EQ, optimizes the frequency spectrum specifically for voice dialogue, noise, reverb reduction, de-essing, deplosive, leveling, and more. Effectively tells you how to tune your filters to show what it fixed, e.g. boosted, cut certain frequencies, compare the before and after, and guide your live mic EQ adjustments. Great for spoken audio like podcasts, voiceovers, and recordings. Try it at alphonic.com. Well, stop. Mark. Yeah. Show it what it is. All right, drop an audio. Oh, I can just throw the video file in, so I can just do a recording. I'll go to the usual cry havoc speech. Keep that short and sweet. I guess this is an important tool. Like AI, the AI tools are out there these days. You just have to use them. And there's Adobe Podcast Enhanced Speech, completely free basic use. Include mic check tool to test and diagnose mic issues before recording. Excellent for quick feedback. Let's see. These are fully free on audio analyzers. Upload MP3, get detailed reports on frequency, balance, the EQ recommendations, dynamics, clarity, and tonal issues. Perfect for seeing exactly which frequencies are problematic. Too much low-end boom from your mic or room, highs, needing a filter cut. It gives actionable insights like boost cuts around X hertz. Help tune your EQ and mic placement settings. My Mix Analytics has 17 AI modules, including voice characteristics. All right. The tools are out there. You just have to use them. All right. And leave Grok go for this.
Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Bound for the moon, but we're just doing an orbit around the moon. Sadly, we're not going to land on there.
Good roll pitch. Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight.
I want to check something out.
Artemis 2 mission around the moon.
Integrity, AMT high. AMT high.
On time.
Oh, everyone's doing their April Fool's things. Doki's doing a swimsuit thing, and she's a buff muscle model that she's using on an MS Paint background. Very cute.
Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour. Bound for the moon.
All right, now I'm gonna put that on repeat. Hold up. House. He's not speaking now, is he? I was thinking about putting this on the back.
Their pursuit of nuclear weapons. They were also rapidly building a vast stockpile of conventional ballistic.
All right, I'm behind on this. We'll begin shortly. All right. Well, live reaction to it, but delayed slightly. All right, get up to the podium, fat ass.
Very much. My fellow Americans, good evening. Let me begin by congratulating the team at NASA and our brave astronauts on the successful launch of Artemis 2. It was quite something. It will be traveling further than any manned rocket has ever flown and will very substantially pass the moon, go around it, and come back home from a distance that has never been done before. It's amazing. They are on the way, and God bless them. These are brave people. We want to God bless those four unbelievable astronauts. As we speak this evening, it's been just 1 month since the United States military began Operation Epic Fury, targeting the world's #1 state sponsor of terror, Iran. In these past 4 weeks, our armed forces have delivered swift, decisive, overwhelming victories on the battlefield. Victories like few people have ever seen before. Tonight, Iran's Navy is gone. Their Air Force is in
Nobody
ruins.
cares about their Navy.
Their leaders,
Their Navy was not the
most of
threat.
them,
It's their missile force that's the
terrorist
threat.
regime they led are now dead. Their command and control of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is being decimated as we speak. Their ability to launch missiles and drones is dramatically curtailed, and their weapons, factories, and rocket launchers are being blown to pieces. Very few of them left.
They can still rebuild that stuff.
Never in the history of warfare has an enemy suffered such clear and devastating large-scale losses in a matter of weeks. Our enemies are losing in America, as it has been for 5 years under my presidency, is winning, and now winning bigger than ever before. Before discussing this current situation, I also want to thank our troops for the masterful job they did in taking the country of Venezuela in a matter of minutes. That hit was quick, lethal, violent,
talk
and
about that
respected by
feather in his
everyone
cap.
all over the world. After rebuilding our military during my first term, we have by far the strongest military anywhere in the world, and now we're working along with Venezuela and are, in a true sense, joint venture partners. We're getting along incredibly well in the production and sale of massive amounts of oil and gas, the second largest reserves on Earth after the United States of America. We're now totally independent of the Middle East, and yet we are there to help. We don't have to be there. We don't need their oil. We don't need anything they have, but we're there to help our allies.
Yeah, but the rest of the world needs it.
Tonight I want to provide an update on the tremendous progress our warriors have made in Iran and discuss why Operation Epic Fury is necessary for the safety of
Hopefully it
America
doesn't go
and
on
the
for too
security
long.
of the free world. From the very first day I announced my campaign for president in 2015, I have vowed that I would never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. This fanatical regime has been chanting death to America, death to Israel for 47
Akbar
years.
America.
Their proxies were behind the murder of 241 Americans in the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut,
Gen Zers and millennials probably couldn't care less
the
about that
slaughter
at
of
this
hundreds
point.
of our service members with roadside bombs. They were involved in the attack on the USS Cole, and they carried out
I thought that was Al Qaeda. That sounds like bullshit to
countless
me.
other heinous acts, including the just horrible, bloody atrocities of October 7th in Israel, something that most people have never seen.
Oh, so he's
anything
going
like.
on with that.
This murderous regime also recently killed 45,000 of their own people who were protesting in Iran. 45,000 dead. For these terrorists to have nuclear weapons would be an intolerable threat. The most violent and thuggish regime on earth would be free to carry out their campaigns of terror, coercion, conquest, and mass murder from behind a nuclear shield. I will never.
Okay, so apparently in March 2015, a U.S. federal judge, Rudolph Contreras, found both Iran and Sudan complicit in 2000 bombing of USS Cole by Al-Qaeda, saying that Iran was directly involved in establishing Al-Qaeda's Yemen network and supporting training and logistics for Al-Qaeda in the Gulf region through Hezbollah. Two previous federal judges has ruled that Sudan was liable for it. Wow, okay. All right.
That happened, and neither should any of our past presidents. This situation has been going on for 47 years and should have been handled long before I arrived in office. I did many things during my 2 terms in office to stop the quest for nuclear weapons by Iran first, and perhaps most importantly, I killed General Qasem Soleimani in my first term.
Wow, talk about a blast from the past.
He was an evil genius, brilliant person, a horrible human being, however, the father of the roadside bomb, and he lived just horrible what he did. Iran would have been perhaps in far better, stronger position. Had he lived, we would have had probably a different conversation tonight. But you know what? We'd still be winning and winning big. And then very importantly, I terminated Barack Hussein Obama's Iran nuclear deal, a disaster. Obama gave them $1.7 billion in cash, green cash. Took it out of banks from Virginia, D.C.
Found it. Old meme. 2020 Democratic primary. Qasem Soleimani at 12%. Wow, talk about a blast from the past.
All the cash they had. Flew it by airplanes in an attempt to buy their respect and loyalty, but it didn't work. They laughed at our president and went on with their mission to have a nuclear bomb. His Iran deal would have led to a colossal arsenal of massive nuclear weapons for Iran. They would have had them years ago, and they would have used them. It would have been a different world. There would have been no Middle East and no Israel right now, in my opinion, the opinion of a lot of great experts, had I not terminated that terrible deal. And I was so honored to do it. I was so proud to do it. It was so bad right from the beginning. Essentially, I did what no other president was willing to do. They made mistakes, and I am correcting them. My first preference was always the path of diplomacy, yet the regime continued their relentless quest for nuclear weapons and rejected every attempt at an agreement.
The less charitable, the most like maximally like, how do I say this? The idea is that Iran wasn't trying to achieve a nuclear weapon. They're trying to achieve everything for a breakout capability to a nuclear weapon if they needed to. So they weren't going to develop a nuke, but they would develop all the capabilities. So if they ever felt they did need a nuke, they can immediately do a breakout and produce a nuke.
For this reason, in June, I ordered a strike on Iran's key nuclear facilities, an Operation Midnight Hammer. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Those beautiful B-2 bombers performed magnificently. We totally obliterated those nuclear sites. The regime then sought to rebuild their nuclear program at a totally different location, making clear they had no intention of abandoning their pursuit of nuclear weapons. They were also rapidly building a vast stockpile of conventional ballistic missiles and would soon have had missiles that could reach the American homeland, Europe, and virtually any other place on Earth. Iran's strategy was so obvious. They wanted to produce as many missiles as possible, and they did, with the longest range possible, and they had some weapons that nobody believed they had. We just learned that out. We took them out. We took them all out so that no one would really dare stop them. And they raced for a nuclear bomb, a nuclear weapon like nobody's ever seen before. They were right at the doorstep. For years, everyone has said that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons. But in the end, those are just words if you're not willing to take action when the time comes. As I stated in my announcement of Operation Epic Fury, Our objectives are very simple and clear. We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America or project power outside of their borders. That means eliminating Iran's Navy, which is now absolutely destroyed.
Nobody cares about
their
the Navy.
and their missile program at levels never seen before. And
the missile program is the only thing that matters because that's how they can threaten shipping through the Hormuz
annihilating
Strait.
their defense industrial base. We've done all of it. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their missiles are just about used up or beaten. Taken together, these actions will cripple Iran military, crush their ability to support terrorist proxies, and deny them the ability to build a nuclear bomb. Our armed forces have been extraordinary. There's never been anything like it militarily. Everyone is talking about it, and tonight I'm pleased to say that these core strategic objectives are nearing completion. As we celebrate this progress, we think especially of the 13 American warriors who have laid down their lives in this fight to prevent our children from ever having to face a nuclear Iran. Twice this past month, I've traveled to Dover Air Force Base, and it's been something. I wanted to be with those heroes as they return to American soil, and I was with them and their families, their parents, their wives, their husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives, and every single one of the people, their loved
Make
ones
sure
said,
their
"Please,
lives
sir,
weren't thrown
please
away in
finish the
vain."
job." Every one of them. And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East,
Wait, hold up.
Israel, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia, the husbands. We salute them, and now we must honor them by completing the mission for which they gave their lives, and every single one of the people, their loved ones said, "Please, sir, please finish the job."
Oh, I can't wait for some people to go ask a journalist to ask them if they've ever said that, and they just say no, and then it embarrasses Trump.
And we are going to finish the job, and we're going to finish it very fast. We're getting very close. I want to thank our allies in the Middle East, Israel, Saudi Arabia,
You better
Qatar,
finish it up
the
fast.
UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain. They've been great, and we will not let them get hurt or fail in any way, shape, or form. Many Americans have been concerned to see the recent rise in gasoline prices here at home. The short-term increase has been entirely
Okay,
the
now
result
talking
of
about
the
the
Iranian
brass
regime
tacks.
launching deranged terror attacks against commercial oil tankers in neighboring countries that have nothing to do with the conflict. This is yet more proof that Iran can never be trusted with nuclear weapons. They will
Well,
use them,
it's
and they will
smart
use
because
them
they're
quickly.
choking off oil
It
flow,
would
which
lead
rises
to decades of
global
extortion,
prices everywhere.
economic pain, and instability worse than we can ever imagine. The United States has never been better prepared economically to confront this threat. You all know that. We built the strongest economy in history. We're going through it right now, the strongest in history. In 1 year, we've taken a dead and crippled
The only thing holding up this economy is the AI boom, and if you better hope that bubble
country.
doesn't
I
burst.
hate to say that, but we were a dead and crippled country after the last administration, and made it the hottest country anywhere in the world by far, with no inflation, record-setting investments coming into the United States, over $18 trillion, and the highest stock market ever, with 53 all-time record highs in just 1 year. It all positioned us to get rid of a
Pretty
cancer
much
that
all
is
driven
long
by the
simmered. It's
AI
known
boom.
as the nuclear Iran, and they didn't know what was coming. They've never imagined it. Remember, because of our drill baby drill program, America has plenty of gas. We have so much gas. Under my leadership, we are
Yeah, but the rest of the
#1
world doesn't, and
producer
now
of
they
oil
want
and
to buy
gas on
some
the
of our
planet
gas,
without
which
even
drives up the
discussing
price for
millions
everyone.
of barrels that we're getting from Venezuela. Because of the Trump administration's policies, we produce more oil and gas than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. Think of that, Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. And that number will soon be substantially higher than that. There's no country like us anywhere in the world, and we're in great shape for the future. The United States imports almost no oil through the Hormuz Strait.
One thing to note, again, everyone else has to get their oil through the Hormuz Strait, and if they can't, then they're going to come trying to suck it out of the U.S., which is going to drive up prices for us here. A downturn in oil output elsewhere means that our oil will be in higher demand, so it'll drive up prices for us. Also, notice, he's not talked about the first Marine Expeditionary Units, the Barker from Guam and from San Diego that are heading to the Middle East now. He hasn't talked about that yet.
And won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't needed it, and we don't need it. We've beaten and completely decimated Iran. They are decimated, both militarily and economically and every other way. And the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily we will be helpful, but they should take the lead in protecting the oil that they so desperately depend on. So to those countries that can't get fuel, many of which refuse to get involved in the decapitation of Iran, we had to do it ourselves. I have a suggestion. Number one, buy oil from the United States of America. We have plenty. We have so much. And number two, build up some delayed courage. Should have done it before. Should have done it with us, as we asked. Go to the strait and just take it, protect it, use it for yourselves. Iran has been essentially decimated. The hard part is done.
Not enough that they can't keep lobbing missiles.
So it should be easy. And in any event, when this conflict is over, the strait will open up naturally. It'll just open up naturally. They're going to want to be able to sell oil because that's all they have to try and rebuild. It will resume the flowing, and the gas prices will rapidly come back down. Stock prices will rapidly go back up. They haven't come down very much, frankly. They came down a little bit, but they've had some very good days over the last couple of days. We've done actually much better than I thought, but we had to take that little journey to Iran to get rid of this horrible threat. With our historic tax cuts, where people are just now talking about receiving larger refunds than they ever thought possible, they are getting so much more money than they thought. That's from the great big beautiful bill. Our economy is strong and improving by the day, and it will soon be roaring back like never before. It will top the levels that it was a month ago. I've made clear from the beginning of Operation Epic Fury that we will continue until our objectives are fully achieved. Thanks to the progress we've made, I can say tonight that we are on track to complete all of America's military objectives shortly, very shortly. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong. In the meantime, discussions are ongoing. Regime change was not our goal. We never said regime change, but regime change has occurred because of all of their original leaders' death. They're all dead. The new group is less radical and much more reasonable. Yet if during this period of time no deal is made, we have our eyes on key targets. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard and probably simultaneously.
Oh, so bombing critical infrastructure.
Even though that's the easiest target of all.
That's real smart.
Because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could hit it, and it would be gone, and there's not a thing they could do about it. They have no anti-aircraft equipment. Their radar is 100% annihilated. We are unstoppable as a military force. The nuclear sites that we obliterated with the B-2 bombers have been hit so hard that it would take months to get near the nuclear dust, and we have it under intense satellite surveillance and control. If we see them make a move, even a move for it, we'll hit them with missiles very hard again. We have all the cards, they have none. It's very important that we keep this conflict in perspective. American involvement in World War I lasted 1 year, 7 months, and 5 days. World War II lasted for 3 years, 8 months, and 25 days. The Korean War lasted for 3 years, 1 month, and 2 days. The Vietnam War lasted for 19 years, 5 months, and 29 days. Iraq went on for 8 years, 8 months, and 28 days. We are in this military operation so powerful, so brilliant against one of the most powerful countries for
He's just bloviating at this point.
And the country has been eviscerated and essentially is really no longer a threat. They were the bully of the Middle East, but they're the bully no longer. This is a true investment in your children and your grandchildren's future. The whole world is watching, and they can't leave the power, strength, and brilliance. They just can't believe what they're seeing. They leave it to your imagination, but they can't believe what they're seeing, the brilliance of the United States military. Tonight, every American can look forward to a day when we are finally free from the wickedness of Iranian aggression and the specter of nuclear blackmail. Because of the actions we have taken, we are on the cusp of ending Iran's sinister threat to America and the world. And I'll tell you, the world is watching. And when we do, when it's all over, the United States will be safer, stronger, more prosperous, and greater than it has ever been before. May God bless the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much, and good night.
Wow, what an empty speech. He just keeps on. All right, so what's to say? What's to review? We've decimated Iran. We're getting close to our objective. We killed all the top leaders. The most substantive thing he talked about was the change of the change in the guys at the top who are more willing to work with them. You know, if we're hearing that Vance is trying to run negotiations through Pakistan, and at this point, this is going to be like a big, big wash ultimately. If we just get back to a status quo ante, like the main thing that we have to avoid them doing is to extirpate out of this is Iran gives up control of the Strait of Hormuz instead of this current system they have where they're letting people through for a fee around their islands. Let's see if I can find it. Hormuz Strait. Powered by Apple Maps through DuckDuckGo. Yeah, they're having teams go around Larak Island to get through. Jabal Al Harim. By the way, this is UAE territory. No, this is Omani territory over here. I forgot. This is Omani territory. Same inside here. Oh my god, what is this shit? What the heck is this? What the heck are you? Whatever. So, talk about a rather unsubstantive speech. In any case, I also found this graphic finally. I saw this earlier this week about where we get our oil from. So 53% of Americans think Saudi Arabia is their biggest oil supplier. They're completely wrong, and it matters more than ever right now. Perception: Saudi Arabia provides 53% of our oil. Canada provides 22%, and Russia provides 9%. In reality, 61% comes from Canada, 9% from Mexico, and then it's pittance like under 5% for the rest of the world. Some Saudi Arabia. Canada supplies 3 times more oil than most Americans think. Saudi Arabia supplies 12 times less than most Americans fear. Why does this matter now? The Gulf is burning and Hormuz is blocked. Saudi refineries are droned, and America's actual energy security it runs through Calgary, not Riyadh. The war that everyone thinks threatens U.S. oil supply touches other countries, China. Yeah, but they're going to hoover it all the fuck up, and then they're fucking over dumbass countries like Australia, who decided we're going to shut down all our kerosene refining capacity so we don't produce our own jet fuel at this point. We're just going to buy it from China because out of sight, out of mind. And now China's like, oh, well, we're having a shortage, so no more exporting kerosene for flights anymore. Australia, surprise Pikachu face. Man, globalization is going to fuck over so many countries. So yeah, here's the graphic. Perception versus reality. I guess a lot of people do understand that. Some people understand we do get a lot from Canada and Mexico and Venezuela, but oh man, we don't get any from Russia. Then there's what's happening in California that they have to import fuel at exorbitant prices from the Bahamas because they can't, because of the Jones Act. It's really inefficient to transport oil even internally from the U.S. like through Panama Canal, and there's no there's no pipes running from like Texas to California, which is probably what they need more than anything else right now is like gas pipelines to run from. Also, they could have just had their own refining capacity. All right. Wait, here's a question for Grok since we're just on this whole oil binge question. How much oil reserves tapped wow, California has significant oil reserves, but the numbers are very widely depending on what category. Proven, economically recoverable with current technology and under existing conditions versus untapped potential, technically recoverable, undiscovered or contingent resources that face regulatory, economic, or environmental barriers. Proven reserves, tapped developed portion. As of recent years, California's proven crude oil reserves stand at approximately 1.7 billion barrels. This represents about 3% of total U.S. proven reserves. This figure has fluctuated but generally trended downward over time due to production and limited new exploration drilling incentives. For context, earlier snapshots showed 1.9 to 2.3 billion barrels in some years before declines. Tapped here refers to the portion already being produced in active fields. California produces roughly 100 to 121 barrels per year recently, down from sharply from peaks of 400 million barrels annually in the 1980s. Yeah, so we kind of think of like California as not, Texas as the oil state, or various states out in the prairies where there's like, I don't know, Kansas, the Dakotas, as the places where we have oil. Not California, but California definitely produced enough, plenty of oil in the past. Much of this comes from mature aging fields, primarily Kern County, like Midway, Sunset, Kern River, Elk Hills, and Southern Bell Ridge, using enhanced recovery methods such as steam injection for heavy oil. Many fields have already produced a large share of their oil, with remaining recoverable amounts in major fields estimated to be hundreds of millions of barrels combined, but overall production has declined due to geology, regulations, economics. Proven reserves include both producing and non-producing but developed accessible volumes. A substantial part of California's known oil is heavy crude, which requires specific refining capacity. California has significant refining infrastructure, but still imports a lot. Tapped or potential reserve. California holds much larger untapped resources that are not classified as proven because they are undiscovered, technically challenging, or restricted by policy. Offshore moratoriums, permitting freezes, environmental rules. Estimates include total potential reserves, some industry and policy analyses. California Policy Center and related 2025 reports put California's overall crude oil resources, onshore plus offshore, at up to 30 billion barrels. This is far higher than proven figures because companies often book reserves they expect to get permits for. Far higher than proven figures because companies often book reserves they expect to get permits for. Offshore Pacific Outer Continental Shelf has got 7 to 14 million barrels. Much of this is in federal waters off Southern and Central California, where new development has been heavily restricted for decades. Smaller state offshore production continues but is limited. Onshore undiscovered, technically recoverable. U.S. Geological Survey assessments point out that smaller but notable amounts in specific basins, such as 61 million barrels in the Los Angeles Basin or 67 billion in the Santa Maria Basin. Monterey Shale formation has been estimated with very large oil in-place figures, hundreds of billions in some older speculative numbers. But technically recoverable tight oil is much lower, down to tens of millions in revised estimates due to geological complexity like fracturing. All right. Proven reserves, 1.7 billion barrels. Untapped, additional tens of billions possible. All right. Question. Here's an interesting question. The federal government buy up land where there is suspected oil, form a establish state-owned oil company, state-owned oil extraction oil company, then operate that company on that federal land and ignore California regulations. So the untapped oil can get to market. Yeah, so like this is like somebody's like, I've heard like murmurs of this on Twitter, is the idea that, oh, the federal government should just go in and do oil extraction on its own as a federal enterprise on federal land and ignore California regulations. So that we can actually do development in California, but it has to be all through the federal government, because you can't have the federal, or maybe you could do it through contracting. Maybe that might be a workaround, but the idea would be if we just bought up California land, gave it over to companies, and then it becomes California's territory instead of federal territory. So so maybe the workaround is buy up territory. The federal government buys up territory in California. It becomes federal land, and then contract out to oil companies to, hey, go and extract it, and because it's federal land, you can totally ignore California laws. And so you can actually do the work. Federal government has broad authority over federal lands and mineral rights in California, which make up 45 to 48% of the state's land area, about 45 to 48 million acres. Wow. Federal government owns that much land. It could theoretically pursue a strategy involving acquiring or using land with suspected untapped oil potential, but creating and operating a fully state-owned national oil company to bypass California regulations faces major legal and practical political barriers. All right, fuck the politics. We impose this on California for their own sake. Federal authority on lands on shore. Bureau of Land Management and other federal agencies manage federal surface lands and subsurface mineral estates. Oil and gas leasing, exploration, and drilling on these lands are governed primarily by federal law. Mineral leasing. Preemption. Federal law generally preempts conflicting state regulations on federal lands, especially for core leasing and development decisions. The federal government can lease parcels, approve applications for permit to drills, and oversee operations without needing state approval for core activities. Recent examples include ongoing Trump administration's efforts as of 2026. Oh, so Trump's already on this, to open over 1 million acres of public lands, mineral estates in California. Central Valley, Central Coast, to drilling and fracking, often clashing with state rules. However, not full immunity. States can regulate certain aspects such as environmental protections that do not directly dictate land use on federal property, e.e. air water quality under delegated federal programs, or health safety rules. California has tried to impose setbacks, prohibiting new wells within 320 feet of homes, schools, or hospitals. The federal government has sued to block such laws as apply to federal lands, arguing preemption and intergovernmental immunity, but courts have sometimes upheld parts of state rules if framed as environmental regulation rather than direct land use bans. Sounds like something they need to take all the way up to SCOTUS to get like recent federal judge ruling late March, early April 2026 denied preliminary injunction against one such California law, finding no clear conflict with federal statute in that case. Infrastructure, pipelines, roads, processing often cross state or private land, requiring state permits, environmental reviews, or approval laws. California laws have been used to block supporting infrastructure for federal land production. NEPA, National Environmental Policy Act, requires federal government impact statements, which invite lawsuits and delays from environmental groups and the states. Oh yeah, environmental impact studies need to get quashed. I need a breakdown of how actually environmental impact studies even work, because it just is just create an open shit show forum for anybody to come in and lodge their grievances. Pippa's playing Stella Sora, another gacha game which I refuse to play. I refuse to look at anime women. I hate myself. See enough of it online. That's why I watch VTubers for. Is to look at pretty anime women. In short, on pure federal land with federal minerals, the feds have strong leverage to ignore many direct California drilling bans or permitting requirements, but practical development often still faces state hurdles, litigation, and public opposition. Fight that fight as much as you can. Creating and operating a federal national oil company. All right, so regardless, on the federal land, so they could lease out contracts on the land without creating a state-owned enterprise. Yeah, we don't have a national oil company like Aramco or Pemex. Wasn't that the Mexican one that had a constitutional that was institutionalized in the government in the Mexican Constitution? Oil and gas on federal lands is almost always developed by private companies via competitive leasing auctions. The government collects royalties, bonuses, and rents, but does not directly operate well as this commercial producer. All right, so maybe I'm going a little bit too far. You don't need a national oil company to do that. This is one thing I'd point out, in Norway, all their oil wealth is extracted by their national oil company, and then all the profits put into the sovereign wealth fund. So there is no private entity, but it's Norway, so the company, and it's run by Norwegians, so it can work instead of having privatized. I know Archcast has often complained that, corporations just basically get to run off with all the money. With it, and there's one, they get they have to buy the rights to do it for leasing and royalties and stuff, so they're not just getting off scot-free from the government if it's on federal land. And then even if they are totally able to get it off from private land, they still have to pay corporate income tax. So they don't they're not just getting away and selling all the oil without any payment up to the federal government in any way. The government gets its cut. So, what's he talking about? Fetish company promotes fetish material on official fetish day so it can promote, this is 2 hours ago, profit off fetishists. Why is Pornhub transgender tonight? We live in a world where Pornhub does more for trans visibility today than companies like Disney or Nintendo. Why am I not surprised? Archcast. Damn, in tweet till March 31st. Oh, wait, that was yesterday. Can I make this clear enough that if you're attracted to a 20-year-old woman, you are a pedophile? Tobey Maguire 50 is currently dating Mishka Silva 20. Well, he looks good for his age, but he is 50 years old, so she should not be interested in him, because if she wants to have kids, he's gonna give them bad what is it, maternity effects? What is it? Parental age effect. Paternal age effect. The kid's probably gonna come out autistic, and he's like 50, so that's probably even worse. So then again, maybe with gene editing, that can totally get around. In any case, historians will shit themselves laughing at this entire century. So, whatever. New Supergirl trailer shows serious tone, Crypto's big role, and Kara's emotional arc. There is no home without you, buddy. I fucking hate that dog. Alright. Way to be an asshole. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Georgina Torbet's article argues that NASA's Artemis program, aiming for a permanent moon South Pole base and resource extraction by the 2030s, exploits loopholes in the outer space treaty by creating safety zones for exclusive use. It contrasts U.S. efforts backed by the non-binding Artemis Accord signed by over 60 nations, with China's lunar stations, plans, and sites, experts viewing resource use as potential territorial grabs. Ex-users largely mock the concept with quips and memes, while a few call for preserving the moon as a nature preserve, reflecting divides. Bro, nature preserve. There's nothing fucking there. There's no life there. Okay, maybe you could find like some sort of like weird extreme tardigrades that exist out there. Who knows? Maybe when the lunar landers last there, we accidentally at least let loose some tardigrades on there, and now they're prospering. And just look up tardigrades. They're called sea bears because they look like sort of like multi-legged bears. Let's see, tardigrades. These things can exist in the vacuum of space. So if there's something that could contaminate the moon and start living there, yeah, tardigrade. There they are. They look fearsome, but they're extremely microscopic, but they're incredibly resilient. So if there's something that we accidentally contaminated the moon with, it's probably these things. So we might go up there and scan some rock and find, oh, there's life on there. Oh wait, it's tardigrades. The Apollo missions must have brought these things here. God damn it. We got psyched out by our own fucking contamination of the moon. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the article. Water bears or moss piglets. I had not heard. I heard them called sea bears. Family of 8-legged cemented micro animals. They are first described by German zoologist Johann August Ephraim Gutz in 1773. Yada yada yada. Live in diverse regions on Earth's biosphere mountaintops. They are among the most resilient animals known, with individual species able to survive severe conditions such as exposure to extreme temperatures, extreme pressures, both high and low, air deprivation, radiation, dehydration, and starvation that will quickly kill most other forms of life. Tardigrades have survived exposure to outer space. Again, so if there's any life forms on the moon at this point, it's probably tardigrades that hitched a ride on the original Apollo missions. Known species of flying tardigrade. 50 known species. Euphorium superphylum Ecdysozoa. And it's like got tapeworms and crap in it. The earliest known fossil from the Cambrian. Wow. Let me just ask Rock. All right. Topic change. If we are likely to find life on the moon, it's probably that's a fun and surprisingly plausible speculation. Tardigrades, those microscopic water bears, are indeed among the toughest known organisms on Earth, and humans have already sent them and other Earth life to the moon intentionally or otherwise. However, while they could be the most likely form of life we'd find there on Earth origins, the odds of them being active, reproducing, or easily detectable on life of moon are very low. Aww. Tardigrades extreme resilience. Tardigrades can enter a cryptobiotic ton state where they dehydrate almost completely, shut down metabolism to near zero, and survive the vacuum of space, extreme temperatures, massive radiation doses, pressures far beyond what most life can handle. In 2007, they became the first animal proven to survive exposure to open space on a European mission. Some even laid viable eggs afterwards. They've flown onto the space shuttle and other experiments with high survival rates in dormancy. Bereshit tardigrades, 2019 Israeli mission. The most direct example of tardigrades on the moon comes from the private Israeli Beresher lander, which crash landed in April 2019. It carried thousands of dehydrated tardigrades as part of a lunar library, along with human DNA samples and a massive digital archive. The payload was on a tape or in resin layers designed to protect against radiation. The crash impact was relatively slow compared to lab tests, where tardigrades survived bullet-like speeds. The Bereshit impact was gentler. Experts, including Arts Mission Foundation, believe the library disk and some tardigrades are likely survived the crash intact and are now sitting somewhere on the lunar surface near the Sea of Serenity. However, they remain suspended animation without liquid water, which the moon lacks on the surface. Okay, that's the biggest hurdle for them, is they need water. Only trace ice is permanently shadowed polar craters. They can't rehydrate, reactivate, eat, or reproduce. Lunar conditions: no atmosphere, extreme day-night temperature swings. Heath and dormant at best. Long-term radiation would eventually degrade their DNA, even in ton state. Ton. I did not know that was a term. Later experiments firing tardigrades and bullets suggesting higher speed impacts could kill them. But consensus leans towards survival of the actual crash. In short, there are probably dormant tardigrades or the remnants on the moon right now from 2019, but they're not living in any active sense and won't colonize or thrive. Apollo missions, earlier contamination. Your idea about Apollo-era hitchhikers is spot on in spirit. The 6 Apollo landings weren't perfectly sterile. Astronauts left behind 100 bags of human feces. In other ways, these contain countless bacteria and microbes. Wow, so we literally left our shit on the moon. Equipment and spacesuits carried Earth microbes despite cleaning efforts. There's been a debate and largely debunked claim of Streptococcus mitis bacteria surviving on the Surveyor 3 camera retrieved by Apollo 12. Later analysis pointed to likely Earth contamination during return handling rather than true lunar survival. All right, that's enough to talk about this. So, what the fuck? Let's see here. I'm still on my account, but whatever. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring back the Stone Ages.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong shortly.
Okay, I guess I missed that part of the speech where Trump is like, all right, obviously Trump wants a deal at this point. Even he's signaling at this point, you know, having Vance go out to try and like mediate, get a deal mediated through Pakistan. But you know, obviously if you want to get them best deal possible, you're gonna have to put more military pressure on them. So we're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. If that's purely airstrikes, like, okay, if it's taking the islands, like, that's where things are going to get dicey. That's where things are not going to, that's where we're going to probably start racking up the kill count, the casualty count up into the triple digits. Brent oil prices surged past 105 per barrel again after Trump's remarks. So Senator Graham is now talking about destroying stuff that allows Iran to function as a nation. So targeting critical infrastructure.
That is your choice. Well, let me ask this, because, by the way, I don't even think they have 2 or 3 weeks, Senator. That's 2 or 3 weeks when...
Okay, more bloviating from you.
Would be blown up.
Shut up, Hannity.
That's their electric grid. That is their ability to have any income. The lifeblood of their entire economy is oil. So that would no longer exist. Let me ask what I learned.
And also people would be screaming it'd be a war crime. I couldn't necessarily care. I wouldn't necessarily care. But that's probably going to get like people really angry that we start, we have all the cards, they have none. No, Iran has a card that they are effectively scaring everyone into avoiding the Strait of Hormuz or going through and paying a toll by going around Larak Island. We have not hit their oil, even though that is the easiest target of all, because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding. But we could hit it, and there's nothing they can do about it. Yeah, well, that's going to drive the oil price through the fucking roof if we actually destroy Iran's oil export extraction, processing, and export capabilities. If we take that offline, oil prices are going to probably stay above $100 a barrel. So that's not good. And you know, I don't know how much of their oil infrastructure. All right, here's one question for Grok. Much of Iran's oil industry is legacy technology from decades prior, from Western investments to, or have they been able to keep up their technology from other sponsors like China or Russia? And this is one of the things that Peter Zahan talks about, is that all of like Russia's recent like oil extraction technology has been built up by European and American companies, and that since the Ukraine war has like made, you know, Russia a pariah, that anything that goes offline now isn't going to come back online anytime soon. So anything that Ukraine takes out now isn't going to come back online. EU is heavily reliant on legacy infrastructure and technology from the pre-1979 era, when Western companies, primarily US and European majors, developed many of its giant fields during the Shah's time. Major fields like those in Khuzestan province, South Pars, North Dome gas field, shared with Qatar, and others were largely discovered and initially developed with Western investment, engineering, and equipment in the 50s and 70s. Production peaked around 6 million barrels per day in 1974 before the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Legacy aspects. Much of the onshore production infrastructure, refineries, and basic extraction setup remains based on that older foundation. Approximately 85% of Iranian refineries were built before refineries, not extraction facilities. Built before 1979 requires significant retrofits to meet modern standards for cleaner fuels or efficiency. Many core producing assets are late life fields with steep natural decline rates, suffering from chronic underinvestment in maintenance, workovers, pressure support, and modern artificial lift systems. This leads to accelerated production drops without upgrades. Recovery rates in Iranian fields are generally lower than in optimally managed Western or Saudi operations, often due to aging reservoirs, limited use of advanced oil recovery techniques at scale, and sanctions-related constraints on high-end equipment. Studies screening EOR for uranium reservoir, yada. Post-revolution sanctions era adaptations. Iran has not fully kept up with global technology frontiers in upstream oil, advanced seismic imaging, yada. Production has hovered around 3 to 4 million barrels per day in recent years, with fluctuations due to sanctions enforcement, maintenance issues, and recent conflicts far below given impact. Role of China and Russia. China and Russia have become key partners, especially since the mid-2010s and post-2018 sanctions, providing limited modernization, though. Investment deals, China via CNPC, Sinopec, etc., and Russia, Gazprom, Zarubezhev, whatever that is, have signed major agreements for field development, including West Karun Cluster, Azgadegan, Yadar, South Pars phases, and others. A 2021 25-year Iran-China cooperation deal and Russian MOUs. $4 billion with Gazprom involved technology transfer, equipment supply, pressure maintenance projects, and EOR support. Russia has supplied drilling equipment and helped with desalting units. China focused on infrastructure and refining optimization for its teapot refineries. Oil purchases and shadow trade. China buys, yada, yada, yada. Overall, China and Russia have helped mitigate decline and boost output modestly, but they have not enabled a full technological renaissance. Iran's oil sector shows resilience through evasion tactics and localization, yet it faces ongoing issues like underinvestment, aging assets, and lower efficiency compared to unsanctioned peers. Recent analysis note cracks in sustainability due to late life fields and funding shortages. In summary, a large portion, yada. Okay, so if we hit that shit now, it may not be able to come back. If we start targeting their oil infrastructure more heavily than we have this point, that could be millions of barrels a day taken straight offline. And it's not going to come back up for like a decade or so. And if we keep up the sanction regime, it's not like we can swoop in there. So maybe one of the point, like we'd have to turn this around where it's not only Iran gives up its Strait of Hormuz ownership, but then some sort of regime where we get to go in and extract their oil. And they don't necessarily, and they only get a smaller cut of it. So we can go in and start producing, you know, upgrading their systems. Well, hey, maybe this might be, you know, this is Trump's plan. Being a retarded plan truster here, maybe Trump's plan here is go in, bomb all the facilities so there's lots of virgin territory to set up brand new spanking facilities. And that would be part of the peace deal. That's thinking too much. I don't believe that. In any case, we are unstoppable as a military force. Hubris begets the fall. Pride begets the fall. Go to the strait and just take it, protect it, use it for yourselves. Yeah, nobody's got the balls to do that right now. Everyone is super risk averse. If there's no deal, we're going to hit each other, every one of our electric generating plants very hard, probably simultaneously.
Because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding. If there is no deal, we are going to hit each and every one of their electric generating plants very hard and probably simultaneously. We have not hit their oil, even though that's the easiest target of all, because it would not give them even a small chance of survival or rebuilding.
This is turning into a shit show. All right. Does the defender have anything? Gold and silver prices collapse following tonight's address to the nation on Iran war by President Trump. How does that do anything? What does that do? Collapsed. Was it like it was high about 180 to 690 or 4,800 to 4,690. So it dropped $110. Whoop-dee. All right. President Trump did not criticize NATO or announce the deployment of ground troops to Iran during tonight's address to the nation. Yeah, those are the big hot topic issues. NATO cohesion, secondly, and then are we going to try and invade any of the outlying islands? Are we going to finally get that Battlefield 4 map come to life? Oil prices surged following tonight's address by President Donald J. Trump regarding the Iran war, with crude oil WTI surpassing 103 per barrel, while Brent crude oil approaches $106. All right. Last check, ISW, and then or the study of war. About Ukraine. On the nature of Houthi Shabab as an Al-Shabaab in Somalia, here are some of the latest info from UN reports. It's an opportunistic, mostly tactical, limited relationship. It's not the first and won't be the last partnership of convenience. The cooperation benefits both sides. That said, both groups are active in but do not control the Somalia-Yen arms corridor, with a transnational illicit network that both groups use benefit from, irrespective of their bilateral relationship. Somalia arms smuggling corridor. Smuggling route from Iran. Major arms smuggling points. That's in the territory controlled by Yemen. So we don't know what this is. Like, we should be, you know, maybe we don't invade the Yemen here, but some international force to go in here and try and control these ports in the internationally recognized government of Yemen's territory to try and shut down the smuggling corridor. And what's this zone? ISIS contested support zones of April 2024. I'd be way more for U.S. troops and ideally some international coalition to try and cut down the smuggling route over here. We've been we were going on a whole binge of capturing Venezuelan vessels or Russian vessels during the whole Venezuela fiasco. Not fiasco, conflict episode. So you know, I'd be up for CENTCOM having some international force here to one, crack down on whatever the points are on land in Somaliland and Somalia, and trying to intercept whatever's going along this this Iran smuggling route. All right, Russian advances from 23 hours ago. All right, so this is from 8 hours ago. There is clear sentiment across senior officials in Iran that the Strait of Hormuz and energy flows around it are key points of leverage that Iran can use after the war to extract concessions and secure strategic aims. Recent statements during the war demonstrate that senior Iranian officials plan to use this leverage in the future. Multiple Iranian officials and institutions, including the head of Iran's Parliament National Security Commission, the Iranian parliamentary deputy speaker, and several IRGC-linked media platforms, and a researcher close to Iranian security institutions, all highlighted Strait's value as leverage and its ability to ensure the regime's survival now and in the future. Many of these officials are not decision makers, but their statements are emblematic of a wider conversation in Tehran that reflects Iranian strategic military thinking. Iran has continued attacks on shipping amid discussions in Tehran about Iran's leverage over the Hormuz as well. The Hormuz. All right. We're just going to call it the Hormuz instead of the Strait of Hormuz. I can appreciate the succinctness of just for referring to it as the Hormuz. An Iranian missile struck an oil tanker in Qatari waters on March 31st. Strikes have continued across Iran, including against a pharmaceutical plant, steel companies, and key leaders. The IDF has struck 400,000 targets in 10,000 strikes and killed about 2,000 regime commanders and personnel since the war began. Might be something that if we've killed enough of the IRGC leadership at the top and also at like the mid-level, and then we destroy their oil infrastructure so they have don't have the ability to fund themselves as well because they're not being able to sell their oil, that might be enough to help overthrow the regime. That might be something towards being able to overthrow the regime, but that might be wishful thinking on my part. Pharmaceutical company, god damn it. They're blowing up our medicine. The Zionist entity is committing a war crime. I can already hear this now. Let's see here. One of these organizations. J Street. What the fuck? I swear J Street had a stop settler violence. Do they have Twitter? Of course they have a Blue Sky. Yeah, they do. JStreet.org. This is one of these Jewish organizations that's also against, you know, Israel, even though they say that they're pro-Israel, but their pro-Israel stance is Israel has to give up on West Bank colonization and stuff. On the evening of Passover, a new poll shows a majority of American Jews oppose U.S.-Israeli war on Iran, even as 90% of them say they oppose the Iranian regime. Hands off Iran, it's ridiculous and offensive to argue that American Jews can't oppose the war in Iran because Israelis support it. Yada, yada, yada. Yeah. Ahead of Passover, an 11-year-old girl is fighting for her life after an Iranian cluster bomb hits central Israel. This is not what life should look like for anyone, let alone a child. Okay, so it's an Israeli child. Oh boy. So that, you know, that's getting bad. I was hearing that maybe there was some like light protest calling for an end of the war. So we'll see if this makes or breaks Netanyahu's rule. Peter Beinart. Follow him. Being Jewish after the destruction of Gaza, a reckoning. Huh. Ugh. These guys on Substack. He's from CUNNY, New York. Central University of New York. Professor, Newmark School of Journalism. What the fuck? Where even is that? Is that in New York City itself? I have too many tabs open. The City University of New York versus New York University, and then none can hold a torch to Columbia, an Ivy League school. Why can't Democratic leadership move left on Israel and Palestine? All right, I'm already going 7 minutes past the hour. I need to call it for a night. So, big unsubstantive thing, not addressing the key issues that people are concerned about from Trump, i.e., are we going to invade Karg Island or La Rock or Kashem Island in the Strait of Hormuz? He's threatening to bomb them and their critical infrastructure at this point. That's not good. People are going to get really uppity about that, but maybe I'm hyping that too much in my head. Maybe I have too much of a moral disgust against that. I feel that's sort of wrong, but it's not even like we have a full declaration of war. This is Trump operating on his own. And when it comes to stuff like this, the Republicans keep on backing up by shooting down war powers resolutions in the Senate, but how long can that persist? If we get ground troops engaged in any of the islands, it's going to turn into a shit show. And maybe that'll finally get the people to crack. And also, we're seeing some people complaining that Lindsey Graham needs to loses access to the White House. That he's got because they're all fearing for their seats at this point. In fear that they might lose them. Because the fallout from this war. So, in any case, all right, that's enough for talking about the news. Oh, yeah, this is an old article that I found. And again, this dumb. Yeah, where the fuck on Reddit was this? Conservative cartoons. He was a great man. Representative Ilhan Omar said of Soleimani, "That's why I'm proud to endorse him as my favorite candidate in the 2020 primary. It's likely that if he were to win, Soleimani would select Omar for his running mate." Yeah. By in the lead. Alright. Turn off Brave. I have gimped my computer's cores and I checked that the game runs. I want to get a lemonade or something, or some water at least before I get into my mouth is getting kind of dry. Oh, let me tweet out that I am live. Sorry, I was looking through my notifications. All right. Go to my profile. Yep, I accidentally restreamed my old Dark Souls stream. All right. And Far Cry 3. All right, so tweet this out. Where's my scripts? Notepad. I was thinking like maybe I would have the Trump's speech playing in the background while and like on the screen while I play Far Cry 3. I didn't realize I was already behind on it. Whatever. Yeah. All right. At Far Cry 3, I'm gonna go get some like water or something. Oh wait, hold up. Works. Before I put my headphones in, I should get the control. There we go. I'm smaller now by less screen time. All right. Read out and my Twitch category. Try 3 there. All right. Oh, God damn it. All right, let's see if the thing picks up. All right. I have to restart the game? Are you kidding me? Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to restart the game. I have to start the game with the controller already connected for it to work. If I have the same problem with Far Cry 4, I'm not playing Far Cry 4 on stream. Go away, mouse. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, well, okay. That's all I had to do is I had to take the dongle out of the computer for a second to rejigger it all. What am I even doing? Oh yeah, there's a basic I guess this will be something to start out with. How many other bases are there? Oh wow, there's an entire like southwestern part of the islands. Oh.
Hello?
Jason, I've tried to reach you many times. What happened?
Boss captured me. I made it out with Lisa, but he still has the others. I'm not strong enough to get them out.
You need the
Got
power.
his fucking nuts off.
I cannot provide such strength, but there is someone who can. Citra, you are ready. You must go to her.
Who is she?
Citra is the leader of our people. She can guide you to the center. She will reveal your true power. The temple is in the jungle. I will meet you at the gates.
All right. What have I gotten myself into?
Too much. Deep dive. Serum improves the respiratory system efficiency, allowing a person to hold his breath as long as the serum remains active. Okay, no, we're not doing this. Medical. I need more green leaves. About special arrows. Fire arrow. Oh, I just need a Molotov for that one. And I have 3 owned of those. Okay. Combats, enhanced perception, and fireproof. Hold up. No, crafting. Let's see here. Assign slots. Enhanced perception down. You can only give him like 3 of them. There's only 2 things you can hard assign. I don't even have my bow at this. Probably assign something else. Let's see. At medical. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even have a I do not have, what am I trying to say? I do not have my bow with me. So, doing this would be kind of pointless. Or having fire arrows would be kind of pointless. Alright, up on this side, get up to the high ground and see what the hell's going on here. That is a very, very silent beaching. Nobody heard that? Okay, Charger. I need way more green leaves right now. Tiger ginger. I love just how much this, like, how heavy this thing hits. Alright, so that tiger totally screwed it for me. I had a silenced pistol I could have tried to take them out with. Taken it out with. Shark. Much, I'll take that. Sure about it. Oh, and that was it. He was the one stationary guy who left behind. So this was a total joke of a fortress to take over. Da-da-da. Memory card. Store. Ammo. Buy everything. I own this one, right? Night sight, red dot sight, reflex sight, extended magazine. I got everything on this one.
We're not done yet. Can you help out with the items on the bulletin board?
Yes, I can. This one. That's what I'm here for. All right. There is. Yes, thank you. Merc dog tags.
Got it.
What the fuck? Oh, board on the other side. I'm retarded. Okay. Part is causing trouble near some old cars. Use a knife to kill him in true Rockout tradition. I can't hunt him with a bow and arrow or something. Those deer are probably used for something. I was trying to no-scope him with the sniper rifle, but these things are far more stronger than they appear. Another green leaf. You. All right. I was way too focused on getting that red herb. Okay, that thing is the most annoying thing on this entire. No. How many green leaves do I even have? Yeah, that's about right. That's all I need. All right, I'm just gonna. Get this. Grab the boat, then leave. This is still the boat that I left here with. Beached, so I don't know. He's over. Wait, is he on the other side of the island? Try and like go in this little this cove here to get to him a little bit more proximately. Man, there's just a line of blue leaves underground there. $38. What shark fetish item? Shark fetish item. A lovely carved miniature shark such as much less intimidating than the real thing. Oh. Fetish like an idol, not as in the sexual thing. That was $26. All right. The yellow leaf 2 for stuff. Oh, that would be nice to have. I'm just going to make one of those. Oh, I don't have space for one. Well, I'll probably get hurt in this mission. Enhanced perception. Success. Oh, there we go. Taking damage. Well, I thought I was going to try and sneak up on him, but I guess these guys had other plans. All right, you come up to me, motherfuckers. Where are you going to go? Alright, and that's done with now. Grab some shit, whole container. Here. There's a hunting mission. I am putting off doing the mission and finally meeting Voss's sister, Citra. No, I'm not taking an AK for this nice crank shotgun. Path of the Hunter, sure. What did I just sign up for? Hold up. Animal repellent, that would be nice to have. Hunter's in. I need some more amber. How far away do I have to go for this? Not too far. Just need to huff it. Amber leaves right here. What else? Hunting. Hunter's instincts. Deadly hunter. Focuses strength when fighting to deal more damage to animals. Wow. All right. Man, that takes a. Oh, it needed 1 crimson leaf and 2 amber leaves. I just wasted it all. All right. I am a dummy. Moving on. Alright, maybe I need to give it a running jump in order to make it. God damn it. No, do not slip. Yeah, get your foot up there. Oh, look, there's an entire, oh, look, more amber leaves. Make a bunch of hunter's instincts. Oh, no, I just have too much. No, what is it? Swap it out for that. Hold up, there's a... there it is. Relic. Hunt a rare black panther with a bow. I'll just use that one. And then crafting, hunting, hunter's instinct. And use. And make another one. Oh, and it killed me. I should have known that it was going to kill me. Do I even have any of these? Hunting. Hunter's instinct, deadly hunter. Use. Hunting, hunter's instinct. See you. Doesn't even know who hit him. And it can kill me in 2 hits, so... Alright. Maybe I need to watch him and then, Alright, crafting. Let's see here. Hunter's instinct. Maybe Hunter's instinct is conflicting with my with the let's see, deadly hunter one. So let's use it to acquire sight of our target first. Not you. But why won't it let me? All right, never mind. We're fighting this thing. Oh, and it killed me. Yep. And I'm dead. All right, so I really have to avoid letting this thing catch on to me. Okay, I more or less know where it is, so maybe I should just, you know. All right, crafting, hunter's instinct. No, deadly hunter. Yeah, that's right. Run away, because you don't know what hit you. Oh, that didn't last too long. You have to, I guess I have to engage him from a distance further enough away. Focus his strength when fighting to deal more damage to animals. What, in melee? Something's hunted. I kind of feel bad for the animal now. It's being hunted and harmed, and it doesn't know by what. Right. All right, that was a shot for nothing. Need to remember to stay above it so it doesn't have any perception of where it's being attacked from. Let's see here. Crafting. Man, how many arrows is this thing gonna take? I can recover some arrows. Okay, now I'm taking the low ground. This isn't smart. Said I should attack from higher ground. I'm ignoring my own idea. All right, moves, and then he'll probably like stack up somewhere. That or I'm just straight up missing. Finally. All right, that last man, how many arrows he's got in him? I've only got like 2 at this point. All right, Black Panther pellets. Here we go. Ooh, a cave. Blue leaf. What's with these nice geometrically cut rocks? Is this Oh wait, we were here before. Can I not go through here anymore? Bunch of busted out lockers. Cocaine processing. What's over here? Oh, hey. Oh, the little statuette. It didn't save that I had it, so I need to go back up and get it. All right. Oh, this. Oh, I came out the other side. I guess I remember. Oh, it's in this container, isn't it? There's all the blow. Am I on fire? Did I just heal myself for nothing? Don't know what you're useful for, but I'll take your skin. Thank you very much. Any other piggies around here? I'd like some bacon. All right, where was that little statuette thing? Go. Up we go. God damn, I can't make it up. Just that. All the way around. Fuck. Get me out of here. Luckily, I got hops for days. They call me MJ. No, they do not. That better not have been another stupid fucking jaguar. That wants my fucking nuts. Oh. 4 of 120 found. All right. Can pick up some more amber leaves since there's a bunch right here. Da-da-da-da-da. And a white leaf for whatever that's useful for. All right, what else is there to do at this point? We've cleared out that. There's another crafting item that I'm near getting. Syringe kits. Yeah, they're probably extended syringe kit. Black leather panther. All right, so now we can hold 12 syringes. Nice. Ammo pouches, rugged ammo pouch. I need buffalo hide. Rollable packs, rugged grenade pouch, near deer hide. Well, that's what deer. You know what? We're in the area of deers right now. Are we? Yeah, over here. I have my bow. Actually, a shitty bow. All right, hold up. I'm gonna. No, there actually is no base around here. I'm gonna hunt with the bow as is, and I'm going to get. Wait. craft up some hunter's instinct. And I'm gonna go get that. Oh wait, is my sniper still up here? I can get it later. I'll do this, get another throwable, get this upgrade, and nope, my rifle disappeared. I can't skin this one. Damn it. You can't zipline down that. Oh, hello. Wow. Somebody's got the zoomies in them. All right. Let me guess, they're fighting an animal instead of the pirates, aren't they? Oh, there's more. And that's enough. Don't need. Wow, you got an entire convoy over there, and you're like getting BTFO'd by a single, I don't know, Jaguar or whatever. All right. Heavy duty grenade pouch. This is what I've been saying saving the Komodo dragon skins for. Yes, extent a blood Komodo dragon leather. All right. Flamethrower steel, quivers, special arrows, arrow quivers, heavy duty arrow quiver. I need bear skins. All right, fuck this. Time to go to Citra, wherever the heck that is. Where is the closest thing to that? All the way out here? Are you kidding me? A temple gateway. Huh. Go there, see if I can hijack a car. Oh, I still had the hunter's instinct running, so I could see that Jaguar in the distance. All right, I'm gonna get my sniper rifle back. I own the PKM, but I don't own this thing. Interesting. Not. I'm gonna blow a bunch of money on it, and we're gonna replace the shotgun with it. Just for fun. All right. Yeah. Buy the extended magazine, optical sight, red dot sight, reflex sight. There's no difference. What's the point? Small degree magnification. I don't need magnification. This thing's gonna be a spray and pray weapon. Consumables, medicine. Oh, I don't have any money. All right, hold up. Quick sell. Tribal knife. Equip versus my machete, which is equipped. All right. Maps. I don't need these. Consumables, body armor. There we go. First signature weapons. Cannon. No. Melee weapons, signature weapons, maps. All right. Let's yank a car and then get over to Citra. Hopefully her tits aren't out. I'm pretty sure there is a point where, okay, that's a decent ass Jeep, not a hoopty. Make our way over to Citra. I know there's some scene where I think you even have sex with, it's basically implied you have sex with her and her tits are out, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to blank out my screen. Go, Hoopty Jeep. Show us the meaning of haste. Hey, these are our guys. What the heck? That was just like a bunch of civilians who were impacted with the Rocky Out Warriors. What the fuck? Skinning a hog? Down the road to wherever this place is. God, weird ass temple complex. I don't like this. I don't like this. Green leaf. All right, please, woman, have your tits covered up, please, for the sake of my stream. Ah.
Yes, stand still, in plain view. No sudden moves, okay?
Dennis!
You're not.
Who stands beside you?
A young warrior, here to be presented to Citra.
Proceed!
Follow me.
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Over here. Stay close.
Where is he? Man's going around barefoot.
Hello, brother.
Hello, brother. Starting with AKs.
Dennis, you brought an outsider in here?
I found the one who will not fail.
Get back.
You sound like you have a British accent, fuckwit.
Let me see your arm.
Yes, I have tattoos. I've been marked like
The one
you.
I've been telling you about.
Hi.
Did they teach you to speak with our
Jason,
pronunciation
shut the
in
fuck up.
America?
No, I learned that in France.
Okay, nice quip.
We're brave to joke in the face of death. Fine word. I'll give it back to you after I cut it off. Thought you liked jokes. Very few outsiders have seen this temple.
You speak really
In
soft.
our courtyard, fewer still. Why are you here?
Dennis asked me to come here.
Strength to defeat Voss and save my friends.
Is that all? I will not command my army for you. You are a lamb. Not one of us.
Well, then I will become a warrior.
Very funny. Please leave.
He took my brother.
Busted.
And I will do anything to get him back.
Barikan saya herba.
What? The herba?
Bring me what has been lost. And we'll talk.
What the heck is this accent she's got going on?
Wow.
Yes, Citra saw the fire in you.
And what does she mean, bring her what has been lost?
Drink, and you will find an answer.
Oh God. Time for an LSD trip.
You are speaking out of fear. Do you desire the power to save your friends?
Yes.
Then drink. We spent
Can you get
our
out of my
whole
face, please?
lives holding back. how quickly you can succeed if you just take what you want.
Yeah, out here in the lawless islands of the rock yacht, sure. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Don't you hate when you have dreams like this, when you're just like falling? Now I'm underwater playing poker with my friends.
Oliver? Keith? Riley?
Then the water drained away.
Where am I?
Search for the object Citra desires.
What the hell?
God damn it. Force keeps growing around. This is like the weird businessman who like corrupted Voss or whatever. Ooh, smoky, smoky, smoky. Stop leaning back in my chair. Turn around right back. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. That looks Japanese. Slow up.
I'll take your bloody if you like. I'm a main rear. It's some fucked up poor
Yeah. Alright, I expect we're gonna get another scene over here.
You are so close to the end. Come on! Ethan!
And what do we see over here?
You want to work for me, kid? You have to follow my rules.
So was that guy in blue shirt over there holding the gun, Voss holding the gun to his head? Was that Jason? Was that me? My character? Player character? And so all this aesthetic stuff is like some weird Japanese fusion with Pacific Islander aesthetics. Oh, look, specialty knife. Jade blade with East Asian dragon aesthetics. Art form on it. That boat's going to dislodge. And I get knocked out by a falling rock. Pillar of sorts. Just adding to my tattoo. Oh no, Dennis's.
Saw my friend and my little brother Riley, and then I followed a man in a white suit. I saw a shanty town, a bar. It was dark and dingy
And an ancient knife?
an ancient knife.
You've seen
with a
this too?
decorated blade. How did you know?
You talk in your sleep?
He took the same LSD trip as you.
There's a shanty
Oh.
town to the east in pirate territory.
Okay, then that's where I'm headed.
Oh, but the town is big. How are you going to find a knife?
Simple. I'll start with the man in white.
Okay.
Keep going after those wanted men. We need to even the score fast.
Oh, don't. Oh, it crashed on me. Fuck. Am I gonna have to go through that entire sequence again? All right. It's 10. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I can go for another hour. I pre-segmented my lunches. Actually, we had a new hire. We have a rotational engineer. So she's from big corporate who came down to our subgroup, and she's here for 6 months. So we took her out to Papacitos, and we spent way too long at Papacitos for her welcome lunch. Do not get the queso at Papacitos. It is just reheated Velveeta sauce. What? God. Alright, let's see if I can get the hell out of here. Or do I have to go through that entire sequence again? No, god damn it! Oh, wait, and capture's not working properly. Give me a second. Oh wait, hold up. I need to put this in borderless. There we go. All right. Oh, did everything get reset? Oh, my fucking looking version's messed up. Shut the fuck. Citrus Temple. Temple. No, Temple. Citrus Temple is both a place of worship and Rocket's primary stronghold. I've never been inside, but recon indicates that the structure itself is one of the oldest on Rook Island. Legends tell that the great power granted by the Rocket to the warriors. I don't know about you, but this is one of the few legends of the island that I actually buy into. No. Options. Video. Controls. Invert look on. Yes. I'm one of those freaks who needs inverted look. Okay. Skip. Access wall.
Stand still. In plain view. No sudden
Can I
moves,
please
okay?
skip? Fuck all this shit. God damn it.
Who stands beside you?
A young warrior, here to be presented to Citra.
Proceed.
So,
Follow me.
what's his face? Count Dankula actually released his video on the Neanderthals of Thule. So I look forward to finishing that up after this. I also need to purchase some parking requirements. Ugh.
Hello, brother.
I'm just trying to move this forward while also looking for some dumbass video. Oh, there it is.
Dennis.
Ugh.
An outsider in here?
I found the one who will not fail.
Get back.
Berhenti. Let me see your arm.
Quit to main menu. No, I can't just skip
This
fucking
is Jason,
cutscenes. God
The
damn
one
it.
I've been telling you about.
Hi.
Do they teach you to speak without permission in America?
No, I learned that in France.
Senapang ke bawah. We're brave to joke in the face of death. Fine word. Give it back to you after I cut it off.
I'm literally looking at Twitter because I'm so bored with
Don't you like
this.
jokes?
Where'd you get that K-bar from? Dennis?
Very few outsiders have seen this temple. The inner courtyard fewer still. Why are you here?
I need the strength to defeat Voss and save my friends.
Is that all? I will not command my army for you. You are a lamb. Not one of us.
Well, then I will become a warrior. warrior.
Very funny. Please leave.
He took my brother.
Busted.
And I will do anything to get him back.
Berikan saya herba. Bring me what has been lost. And we'll talk.
Wow.
Yes, Citra saw the fire in you.
And what does she mean, bring her what has been lost?
Drink, and you will find
Ugh. Yawn.
Is this stuff dangerous?
You are speaking out of fear. Do you desire the power to save your friends?
Yes.
Then drink. We spend our whole lives holding back. Imagine how quickly you can succeed if you just take what you want.
Oh, now I have to actively do something. Oh, we still have to go through falling like this.
Oliver? Keith? Riley?
Ugh. Wow, you didn't hear that at all. All right, need to catch up to this guy because I was distracted looking through. Distracted. No, distracted. Distracted. I'll make that into a verb. All right. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. I'll try not to run and jump out of the temple again.
What?
The man in white, more like a faded. It's a very dirty white at this point. Into the freezer zone or whatever. All right, let's look at this again.
I'll take your buddy if you like. I'll have my meter here.
It's a buddy of ours. Was that shifting in and out of me?
You are so close to the end. Come on!
It's shifting around like I'm gonna somehow become the asshole here.
You have to follow my rules.
I'm so confused what's going on now. All right, whatever. All right, pick up the knife. What even is the script on the side of it there? I don't even think that's a script of any sort. That just looks like dumb symbols.
Saw my
Thank you,
friend
Dennis. Give me more
and my little
tatao.
brother, Riley.
Tao.
followed a man in a white suit. I saw a shanty town.
That was a very dirty and stained white suit.
It was dark and dingy
And an ancient knife?
an ancient knife with a decorated blade. How did you know?
You talk in your sleep? There's a shanty town to the east in Pirate territory.
Okay, then that's where
My
I'm
computer
headed.
is really warring
Oh,
through
but
this
town
right
is
now.
big. How are you going to find a knife?
Simple. I'll start with the man in white.
My
Hello,
friend.
brother.
Take it slow, steady. Saving. Okay, thank God. All right, got through that bullshit. And my car is gone. It's the next mission, but I'm gonna this. Wherever the heck I have to go. Up. Citra Talugmai. I've never managed to get inside the main temple, so most of my experience with Citra comes from the townspeople and their stories. They call her a warrior goddess, and she's definitely a looker. I don't care. I don't like the side shave on her head. I know that she's resisted Voss Hoyt and their pirates every step of the way. Voss Montenegro. Oh, he's definitely Hispanic. Nothing certain when it comes to Voss. Close observation shows that he's violent and unpredictable. Rumors indicate a past connection to the rock yacht. Now he works for Hoyt Volker. Very German sounding name. The slave and drug trafficker. Not exactly Santa's little helper. Did I mention he's addicted to drugs and he has your friends? Oh, Lisa. Your girlfriend Lisa Snow, student council president at UCLA, and up-and-coming Hollywood actress. A couple of parking tickets, nothing else on file. You should introduce me. I'm sure we get along. Oh, this is Jason. Whatever. Enough of this bullshit. Oh, I can significantly get up my skills. Skill points available. Or let's see here. Shoot with one-handed weapon using zip lines. Deep breath, stay underwater longer. Death throw from above. Quick arrows to kill an enemy above on a climbable ledge. Yes. Oh, from below. That's nice. Crafted syringe. Yep. Take that. Aimed reload. Press X to quickly reload your pistol or sniper rifle while using LT to aim. I can hold off on that one. Let's see here. Additional health slot. Yeah, that's always useful. Medical syringes now restore 4 slots of health. Evasive driving. Use evasive driving techniques so that armored vehicles take 50% less damage. Fire retardant. Chain takedown. String multiple chains together. I don't know. Let's one from here from the stealth. Reload pistols, SMGs, and shotguns 25% faster. Knife takedown, throw, kill an enemy and use his own knife to kill another. Horticulture. Improve stability and bow when lining up a shot. Alright, I'll take that one. Alright, my tat is growing. Once we get off this island, I am having that shit lasered off. Hold up. I just want to see how this thing fires. Alright. Okay then. So 80 round drum magazines. Got it. Oh, fuck off. I don't care about you guys. Oh, but they care about me. Fuck. they're only nibbling at my health, this isn't too much of a problem right now. Man, they really want to get my ass, don't they? All right. They want me? Fine. Wow, this thing is really hurting, ain't it? Come on up, boys. I killed them all. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was only like 2 of them. Someone's keys and $13 to your name. You suck. All right, let's get the tower and reveal this area. Where am I going? Nope. Okay. Just like that. That wasn't as obvious, but okay. Oh. Nope. 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 Man, I hope I'm up on my tetanus shots. Why do you use the butt of your knife to do that? Alright, so there's that cave down there. There's the temple. Oh, and a Japanese Zero. I want to go check that out. What's this? Lost Expedition. Boxes, Cavalry Point, Fly Drop Request. Citrus Temple, fuck that place. All right, base is down that way. Stopped just in time and didn't lose my head running against the cable there. Right. You know what? You're just gonna stay out there? Are you kidding me? Hey, how you doing? Wow, I cannot blind fire to save my life. Oh, fuck you.
Ew.
All right. Yeah, fuck off. Be nice if this vehicle, since it's got the pirate emblems on it, would give me a bit of a safety of approach. I don't think I've ever successfully fireproof, enhanced perception. Let me just
We are coming in from the west. Find whatever that was. Come out, wherever you are.
I am not coming out for you, fuckwits. There's some way in over here. Man, they actually have this place kind of sealed off, don't they? Oh, there we go. Oh, look, a bear. And I'm dead. All right. Let's approach that with a little bit more tact. There's the base. I'm really exposed out here, but whatever. There's the... Is that the only radio they have? Where's the sound box for it, though? The sound box or the control box for it to actually set it off. Crouching, 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 crouching.
What the dump? Getting the shakes already. Look out!
He's down. And it's taken care of, and the bear ran off. Oh well. Wow, this place went off like a candle. What's this thing? What the fuck? Is this like a... Is this an M2 Browning, the 50 cal?
We will not give them an inch.
The barrel's like two... Maybe it is, or maybe it's, I don't know, something else that's World War II-esque. Like some 30 caliber machine gun.
Who's the man? Me.
Gemstone. Okay, going here. It's stock up on ammo. Range kits, loot container, memory card. Got a lot of, let's see here. I got a lot of crimson leaves. Failed drug patent 1 formula. The recent acquisition of numerous drug patents that failed FDA or European Medicines Agency standards show promise. Most of these compounds are highly addictive. We just need to minimize the side effects. One of the compounds is causing test subjects to expel a fecal-like material from their urinary tracts, shitting through your urinary tract. That sounds pleasant. Cocaine formula. Crack cocaine formula. Failed drug patent formula 1. Jesus. God, burn these all these fuckers in hell.
You won't get away from God. Fuck me. I will show you how a true warrior fights.
What are you guys yelling about?
I have no fear.
Path of the Hunter. A healer needs rare blood Komodo, a blood dragon Komodo carcass. Hunt one down with a bow provided at the designated location. All right then.
Got the bullets. Nothing to be afraid of.
I just put the thing, I'm just putting the car in neutral and writing it down. Alright, let's stack up on the, here, Hunter's Instinct. Deadly Hunter, I need 2 amber leaves. Wow, god damn it. No. It's that to get out of the fucking car. God damn it. There you are. Which one is it though? Oh, hello, precious. Gotcha. Yeah, I know the rare animal must be killed with arrows, but I'm taking out some of his friends who are giving him a little too much help. Oh man, he fucked right off, didn't he? Oh, somebody died. Wow, okay, that did it in then. There we go. Blood Komodo dragon skin, and one of the most disturbing creatures on Rook Island is a Komodo dragon with a strange defect that causes its saliva to run like red blood. I put in the red in there. I read that in myself. I'm calling it now. This will become the next sensational house pet when people get bored of pythons. All right. Yep, there we go. I knew I was going to need that one. All right. Oh man, that was a really delayed alert saying that, oh, you can craft the whatchamacallit now. Alright, since I didn't have to reload at any point, can I get my sniper rifle back? Yes, thank you. Alright, what to do, what to do, what to do. I think I'll hunt some bears, but because it's a fucking bear, I'm not gonna gimp myself with an arrow. I am just going to use a sniper rifle and take headshots. I am playing fair with the bears. I have to go up and around. Oh god, what is this rap crap music on the stereo? Ah, I was adjusting my chair. I'm trying to lean back now instead of leave. Who the heck is fighting what over? Here for a bear. These tigers or bears? Where's this area for tigers or bears? I was expecting to get into right now. Where am I getting shot from?
Keep him busy.
Where was he firing from? He was like glitched out into the wall. What the hell? What can I sell off? Green leaves. I'm going to go get some bear skins. No, I am getting my sniper rifle. Fuck this arrow bullshit. Oh, da, 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 da. That's not a bear because that's got a tail. Never mind. Where are bears available to hunt? Not here, I guess. I want to say that's a bear, but I could be wrong. Let me do the supply dump. And actually, I'll cap off the night doing a supply run, this base, and this lost expedition. Hopefully they don't lead to over the top events. All right, how would I get a vantage point? Oh great, I gotta take the hoopty. Rusted out bridge. What's the super happy music? Random ass pigs. Why did I take this overland? Is that even a shortcut? Alright, pull up. I need to go up and around this way. Of course, Jason here is driving one-handed like Mr. Badass himself. Put it into first gear, Jason. I'm kind of navigating off the mini-map more than I am on the visual of the road at this point. All right. All right, I got a Jeep. Get the medical supplies on the vehicle to the flare marker before time runs out. Control. I'm suspecting they wanted me to take that jump, but I refuse to do so. Sorry, I cut the brake a little bit too close there. Bunch of Doink. Doink. Shutter shades. Alright, what's next? And there's this. I'm gonna take this Jeep. I want to approach up the backside. I don't know if you can't even get up this way. That seems like the main road in, so start with going here first. I'm making this more complicated than it probably needs to be. Howdy, guys. SpongeBob music playing. Alright. Can I even traverse up this way? Alright, let's see if I can. This car will survive going up off terrain like this. Where am I going now? Over yonder. Vehicle is probably getting pretty roughed up at this point. Cross this bridge and then go up. What is that giant structure? Is that a hotel? Were we here before? You have to put a little bit of focus into this. Man, where the heck am I at this point? Hold up. Get a vantage point over the base at this point. Oh, it's down this way, apparently. There's no glider up here. That would make this thing so much better if there's a nice convenient glider. But I suppose, oh, nope, I see it. All right. Let me actually formally mark this. Can't look down into it. It's too shallow against the, yep. Can I do anything here? I don't even think things are rendering in there properly. Oh my god, stop pressing. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna take the glider in. Whether that's a smart decision or not. Let me craft it. Fireproof. Need 2 crimson leaves. Wow, I'm down on crimson leaves. Alright, I got enough. Assign them. Nope. Yes, that's what I want. Excuse me. Packing up some phlegm. Back of my throat. Man, this is one of the highest points in the game, maybe. That point over there, and then probably all these islands off in the distances are not as accessible. That peak over there is probably the best competition for highest peak. There's also over here as well. Interestingly enough, I need to make sure I'm close enough to the mic. Oh. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Get me out. Ah, shit. That nearly fucked me. Oh, God. Where's the entrance to this, to that cave up there? You know what? Nope. Take the glider. Go to the base. All right, and away we go. All right. The best vantage point I honestly got is right over here. Back road over here. Took some damage. Oh well. Man, I almost mistook their flag for the Turkish flag. Oh, I can snipe their, whatchamacallit. Shots with this thing. All right, that's out. Thank you. There's another sniper over here somewhere. Yep, I see him. I see his red dot sight out there. Who else is here? I did that with a final grenade kill, and I didn't even know I could cook those, so I'm quite proud of myself for that one. Rodent skull necklace. All right. Last thing I wanted to do was check out this. I don't have enough crimson leaves. And I should probably upload on all my ammo for whatever the Lost Expedition will get me.
Who's the man?
I'm the man. I'm the one who took out this entire base single-handedly. You guys just show up and take lock it down afterwards. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. What are these skins? Tiger skins. Okay, so that's what that symbol is for tigers. White leaf, crimson leaf, amber leaves. Still got plenty of space. No reason to get too concerned right now. I don't have body armor consumables. I don't need that. Yeah, no, we're good. How much money do I have? $331 to my name. How much do you had to your name? $4 to your name. You were worthless. Man, everyone's got a rusty utility knife. I'm gonna take your Jeep, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
But there is still more to do. Check out the jobs.
How do I even get there now? Oh, I have to take the back road up now. I'm aware of the bulletin board. My mind is occupied elsewhere at this point. Man, where's even the start for this thing? It's back over yonder. Looks like some sort of path up. All right. Put it into first gear and let's go. I'm up on the 3rd hour, so whatever this is, hopefully, I don't know. To a certain extent, I hope it's not as shallow as just as in a thing like maybe there's some sort of event, some sort of combat involved, but it's getting late, so I'm kind of hoping it's not too intensive of a thing, whatever this Lost Expedition is. Oh, I already went. Oh no, wait, I need to take. Nope. Oh. There we go. Dumbass American doesn't know how to drive in these off-road conditions. I really need to go to car park and put my Bronco through its ropes. All right. What about here? Is this the Japanese Zero? The Zeke, as it was codenamed. Oh no, this is not it. Okay. Take a heal spell. It is deep down. Well, looks like this is what it. Looks like this is it. All right, tighten close spaces. Shit. I was gonna go with my shotgun, but oh well.
That symbol looks familiar.
Abstergo from the Assassin's Creed series, yeah. I am fully stocked up in ammunition.
You can do this.
What else is over here?
I'm moving.
How do they even get up to me? God damn. You can't get to me from there, dumbass.
There better be another way out of this place. What's this?
Howdy. To handle this totally unstealthily. This looks like this looks like Project Trinity. Project Trinity, the like first nuclear bomb test. From the Manhattan Project. What the fuck? Is this where the Japanese supposedly were trying to do their own nuclear testing? What is this? I can't read Japanese, unfortunately.
Got a code piece.
Let's see here. Oh, I killed everyone, so I'm free to explore as I please. Lower level out here that I'm missing. Yeah, probably a lower level or something. Not over here. Not much in here. What the fuck is this thing? Lots of ammunition, but no, upper level I need to get to. Oh, there's a Japanese Imperial flag. What is that? Tesla coil? What is this bullshit? Alright, I can't look around with this shit on, so down to the pistol we go. Alright. Around here.
Another piece of the code.
Is it up there? Nothing in here. What? Where is it? Fuck. Oh, is it giving one away to me now? Because I've been so stupid and harebrained. Like, here you go, dumbass. Somewhere above? I can't go up these stairs. Are you kidding me? What the fudge? Wait. All right, hold up. Craft. I'm not deep dive. Duration. Focus the strength when fight. No. Animals can be seen through their scent. Medical. No. Where? Exploration. Deep dive. Nope, that's not what I need. I need something that heightens my Okay, there's something. Motherfucker.
Something tells me there's one more piece of the door code nearby. It's because I'm a Pisces, I know it.
Oh my god. You are not a self-respecting man if you use wow. Astrology symbols unironically. That is like a female writer self-inserting herself into this. What the fuck is this thing? It's a giant centrifuge for making nuclear waste, making nuclear fissile material. Yes, I will take that cash. Thank you very much. Fuck is it? Did I not already get it? Wow, and I just keep on descending.
Well, that's it for this area.
Oh my god. Reach the lab control room and open the door.
Would you kindly activate?
Oh, that's gotta be a reference to BioShock. Would you kindly activate? Maybe even put on what's his face? Fontaine's fake Irish accents. Or Atlas's accent. We're going down? That's not what I was looking for. Alright, credit. This mission has a little bit more to it. More Abstergo symbols. Ow, ow, god damn it. Da, 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 up I go. Oh, hello. Anybody else? That was sloppy. Oh, I gotta find more shit? Are you kidding me? What the fuck is all this shit? Welcome to the science fair, motherfuckers. All right. Swatting them out like flies. $8. You broke ass. I can finish that statement. You broke ass motherfucker. All right, that works. Thank you. I need those because I'm being really sloppy with combat. Or outside. Wham.
Let's see what's up.
I swear this is the gun, the LMG from whatchamacallit. The Heist, whatever that game was. $5. Wow, you were even more broke than that motherfucker. You are pathetic. Sad, no wonder I took you down so easily. Right.
One more to go.
Document fragments in lab 2. All right, man. This mission got, or a little side activity got away from itself, didn't it? Right.
I found him.
That was $77 right there. Wow, you worthless piece of shit.
Last one. Let's get out of here.
I completely forgot, didn't even pay attention to what that message said. Japanese soldier. Wow, that's what killed me.
Welcome to the science fair, motherfuckers.
How many syringe kits do I even have? A lot of good that face paint did for you. All right, 18 bucks. You're doing pretty well for yourself, in all honesty. Tactical slide. Oh, wait.
I'll check it out. Interesting.
Yep, there's still the thing up here that I need to get. La, 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 la. Where is it? It's a syringe kit. Thank you.
I must be losing.
Yes, 4 down.
You're not losing it. I'm right here. You just don't know how to investigate properly.
It came from cut you. Going after him.
Right. There's that one, and then you gotta be kidding me. All right, crafting, medical. I'm out of green leaves. Are you kidding me? All right, up we go. Spray and pray, spray and pray. Oh, I got 5 of these things now. Awesome. Letters of the Lost. Masahiro. I question using these so-called scientists. They speak of pieces of Eden and Edison's electrical experiments into genetic memory. Yep, this is Assassin's Creed bullshit. Thank you, Ubisoft. I do not trust them. I have locked lab access. To access or exit the secured room, use code 122112. Please exercise caution around these foreign devils. Hayato. Pistols. It's not letting me trade it out for whatever reason. Maybe it's because I have a pistol. God damn. Oh, fuck. All right, well, that took him down. Well. What you got, anybody? 1 grenade, $3. All right, well, that was effective.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, you just lift that up? All right, that wasn't intuitive to me at all. That's what you were supposed to do, but okay. And the game just crashed. Wow, alright, goddamn, fuck these games. Alright, if I experience more crashes with Far Cry 3, I think I'm gonna can doing this game and move on to not Far Cry 4, Resident Evil 4. And if I play Resident Evil 4, I'm gonna play the original first because I have access to that on GOG.com, and I'm seeing that some of Leon's more misogynistic comments didn't make it into the remake, so I want to see the original unfiltered Leon first. All right, that'll be it for the evening. Hearts of Iron 4 on Friday as per usual. Good night and good luck. See you all.